There are two predominant schools of approaches still prevailing in human rights. They are universal approach and cultural relativist approach. Both approaches look how human rights operate in various contexts. Recent decades witnessed a rampant growth of critical approaches in human rights, such as Marxist, feminist, ecological, etc., which denied or sidelined the universalist approach. It is confirmed that human realities are diverse in nature and thereby a pluralistic approach in human rights is essential. This approach generally is known as the Asian approach because such a claim emanates from the diverse living experience of the Asian communities. Some Asian counties view human rights as a tool of cultural imperialism of the West. Such a point of view claims that human rights are culturally relative rather than universal. Asian states also give importance to economic development and human security. The cultural universalist argues that cultural relativism is a naive justification of authoritarian governments to deny the individual rights in the name of development. The universalist approach in human rights, generally known as the liberal doctrine of human rights, which promote individualism, universalism and cultural pre-determinism of the West. A set of scholars argue that cultural relativism is a critic of universality. Some others view cultural relativism does not conflict with universalism. Cultural relativism is a reply to the cultural uniformity and cultural imperialism that dominant nations want to impose on the rest of the world through globalization. The concept of cultural relativism emerges from the assertion of the right to be different. Preserving a culture or a tradition is one thing, but refusing every criticism concerning certain practices is another. Defending people's rights to their culture is one thing, but using the same culture to harm the rights of one part of the population is paradoxical. The relativist approach in human rights promotes cultural plurality and diversity of its expressions.